Episode 16 will include the new CNA class finished their course. 2 Paynesville football coaches received awards. Mock car crash highlights. Glow golf event coming soon. Senior Sophie Strand goes to state for a speech. New tech in MakerSpace. And the Jazz Festival highlights. Live from Paynesville High School, this is BNC-Tv, your bulldog news station.
Thanks for joining us for our 16th episode of this school year. I'm Jacob Bertram, and here's the news. The new CNA class recently finished their classroom components. I had the chance to talk to some of the students as well as the instructor about how the course was taught.
The Certified Nursing Assistant class started last fall and was recently completed. Students from ACGC, Eden Valley Watkins, and Paynesville participated in the course. The class is taught by Shannon Lansworth, an instructor at Ridgewater College. She explains how the class is taught.
I'm Shannon Lansworth. I'm the instructor for the nursing assistant course. I actually teach this course at Ridgewater College. I've done that for 11 years. They get high school credit plus they get college credit. So it's like a PSEO class, but you don't have to go anywhere. So this class is what we call a cohort of 3 schools. So it's ACGC and Eden Valley Watkins and Paynesville. Paynesville had the ability to house it here. So we got a new classroom. The classroom was renovated to what we needed because of course we need things for healthcare. So we needed 2 sinks. We needed all of the equipment. So part of our classroom is just regular classroom where they sit and do the classroom part, and then we have a lab area set up so that when we're doing all these skills, we have all of the supplies for that.
Paynesville students who participated in the course told us why they joined the class.
Hi, my name is Diamond Tello. I wanted to join the CNA class because I already work at the hospital as it is, but I'm in nutrition. So as I started working with other people, I started realizing how it's really cool, the CNAs, what they do, the LPNs, the RNs, and I started thinking, you know what, I want to maybe go into the medical field. So
I'm Allison. I decided to become a CNA, or to take the CNA class, because I've just thought about being a CNA since I was probably in 7th grade.
Okay, I'm Harley, and I joined the CNA class because it was a good experience, and since I already work in the manor, I just wanted to keep going forward.
I'm Grace. I joined the CNA class because I wanted to try something new, and I wasn't quite sure yet of what I want to do for the rest of my life.
I'm Abby, and I did the CNA class because I want to do something in the medical field when I get older. And
they have to pass the class with an 80% passing rate because that's our grade standard for the nursing program. So there's a unit test for every unit. They get worksheets, they get reading assignments. We go over all that. So every week they have a test, and then we have skills that they've seen in a video that we've talked about during the outline, during lecture, and then they practice in the lab. So that when they get to the clinical portion, so when classroom is done, they'll go to the clinical portion and there'll be an instructor there, and all of these skills that they practiced, they'll be actually doing on nursing home residents with an instructor there helping them. They'll follow staff around to kind of understand what the workflow is for working in long-term care.
Any students interested in going into the medical field are encouraged to take the class.
This is a great class for anyone that's thinking of going into anything in healthcare because you learn how to talk to people, you learn how to work with residents, you learn how to work with coworkers. There's a lot of aspects of healthcare versus just knowing what you need to know.
On Thursday, May 2nd, the Students Against Destructive Decisions held a mock car crash. They had the Paynesville Fire and Police Departments, as well as Lake Henry Fire Department, participate in the rescue. Here's Taylor Ryder talk more about this event.
Mock car crash is done every 4 years, and this year was our year, and I happened to be the lead student rep for it, so we just dove right in, and yeah, we've been planning it since probably about September. And the goal is to raise awareness for what could happen if you choose to make destructive decisions while you're driving, and we just wanted to reach as many students as we could to hopefully prevent anything like that from actually happening in our community. We had dress-up days all week, kind of to raise awareness for different things. So like Monday was alcohol awareness, so we wore black. Tuesday was drug awareness, I believe we wore red, and then different days throughout the week. And then we had a banner in the cafeteria, which we kind of pledged for safe driving. We had SAD members standing outside by the parking lot to see how many students wore their seatbelts coming into the school. We took a tally on that. The day of the mock car crash, we had golf carts that you could drive a course with drunk goggles on, or distracted driving, which is like texting while driving the golf cart. We had deputies in the golf cart with students, so it was safe. And then we had the mock car crash, and then in the auditorium we had presentations, speakers, question and answers. And also throughout the week we had a trivia game, like different finds over the intercom, that kind of thing. Really cool seeing it all come together, because like we theoretically talked about everything, and just watching it all come together and work out was probably the best part. I learned, it really made me realize how important people skills are, just interacting with everybody, and it gave me a real life perspective on crashes, because you see all the videos, you hear all the talks, but once you're actually talking with the professionals who do that every single day, it's pretty eye-opening to how traumatic and serious it is. So.
Congratulations to Ron Fuchs for receiving the Bush Nash Award at the Minnesota Football Coaches Association banquet. Also, congratulations to Max Maher for receiving Section 5 Class 2A Coach of the Year. Both coaches deserve the award for their leadership and service to our community. Senior Sophie Strand participated at the state speech meet. She placed 4th in humorous interpretation. Congratulations, Sophie. On May 18th, the annual Glow Ball Golf event will take place at Cronus Hills. This is a 5-hole scramble, 4-person team, and 3-club event. Students 16 and older get half price, which is $9. You can register at the Community Education Office. Right. On April 26th, Paynesville hosted a jazz festival featuring different bands around the area. Students played for a judge, and then he gave the band some comments on how to improve their sound. Here are some of the highlights. Noticed some recent updates in the secondary MakerSpace this past month. We are creating a recording studio for BNC-Tv and for the new mass media class. Also this past week, Max Anderson and Josiah Walls put together a new multicolor print system for 2 of the 3D printers. Here is Josiah with more.
This is our new Prusa MK3 MMU. It's basically the old printer we had, except it has a whole new unit on the top where it will switch colors based on what you tell it to. So we can do 5 different colors in vertical stripes. So a 3D printer prints every layer, and we now can switch colors between those layers as much as we want through some software and obvious hardware. Max Anderson actually has been coming in between his hours to put these together. So he has assembled both of them so far. I have just taken care of kind of problem solving. It provides a different contrast in parts. So say you're going to print an engine with like pistons and whatnot, you can print a solid engine with those pistons in a different color, or certain parts of say a heart in a different color to diagram what's where. So I believe students should be involved in digital designing because it opens up a whole different side of the workforce. So you could go into metalworking or plastic working, and it's a great background to have, just to have some work with 3D modeling and creating this type of thing, you know.
Congratulations to our high school trap team, who is currently in first place in the conference. Michael Schungen, Joseph Elfring, Ryan Messer, and Zach Schrader were the top shooters at the last meet. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend. I'm Jacob Bertram. Go Bulldogs, and stay cool, Paynesville. Senior Sophie Strand participated at the State Space Meet.
Sponsored by NASA.
I don't know what I'm talking about, but hey.
All right. Trap team, who currently is